Hi, today is September 30th, 2024, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1521 for the year, Reflection. At times, I like to take a moment of reflection and look at my reflection and reflect. Sometimes when I do this, I am able to pierce through the dual veils of fear and ignorance and experience transcendental awareness, or the satori of true self, or the anatman of no self. Other times, I snap a selfie and move on. Poem number 1522, Lima. She moved from beautiful Lima, Peru, into a lima bean with room enough for two. She invited me to stay with her. I'm going to start again. Poem number 1522, Lima. She moved from beautiful Lima, Peru, into a lima bean with room enough for two. She invited me to stay with her, and I wasn't sure what to do. But I stayed with her for a while, and then bade her a fond adieu. Actually, I said adios. I wish we could have made things work, but that's the way it goes. Poem number 1523, Bark. I once knew a dog that would bark at any goddamn fucking thing. It was so embarrassing to be seen with this goddamn dog. He barked at his water dish, at his fucking shaddow, at flower petals, at the bark on trees. He'd bark when he was hungry or when he was full. If we passed by a Barclays bank, he'd bark. If another dog would bark at him or look at him funny or ignore him, he'd bark. If you were close enough that he could hear you breathe, he'd bark at your fucking breath. He was the only dog I ever heard of who would look at you and bark while he was taking a shit. I know, right? Who does that? This fucking dog did that. One day he announced that he was going to finishing school to perfect his bark. I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since, but wherever he is, I'll bet he's barking his goddamn fucking ass off. That goddamn fucking dog. Poem number 1524, Upon Further Reflection. Upon further reflection, I'd like to reflexively aver that I may be at an inflection point with regard to my reflexes. If I take longer to respond than I used to, perhaps it's because I would prefer to reflect rather than respond reflexively. Or perhaps I'm just getting older. Or perhaps I'm just getting old. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1525, Goodbye, September. Goodbye, September, month of my birth, first full month of Murray Hill living, although I spent a couple of days upstate. Goodbye, September, and a late goodbye to Virgo, and a late hello to Libra. Goodbye, September. You came in like summer sunshine with new hope for the Democrats, and went out in an autumn monsoon with hurricanes and scary polling. Goodbye, September. You've treated some people very badly, but you've treated me very well. I look forward with some trepidation to October. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.